New Yorkers are still reeling after 10 people were shot on a Brooklyn subway train on Tuesday, dozens injured. During the ride, an individual, a man, set off smoke grenades and then started shooting people on board that train, firing a total of 33 rounds. The incident happening at 8:30 in the morning when most people were on the train for their morning commute, including our next guest. Joining us right now, Kenneth Foote Smith. He was on a train car. Was it right in front of where all of this chaos was going on?
Yes, actually, I was to the right of the gentleman in that video you just shown that was coming out of the very first train car. The head train car was where I was. And so in most of the videos, I know I'm directly behind the cameraman, or I know exactly where I am in that position.
Oh, my goodness. You described it as a horror movie.
Yeah, it was unreal. It was like almost a zombie flick with the way the man in that video was banging on that subway connector door to try and get our attention to open it, and the way people's faces were smushed against the glass of their subway connector door as the smoke filled up. And then just seeing that flood of people on the platform, it was so surreal. I still haven't completely come to terms with it, honestly.
So there's all this chaos going on. The gunman is shooting at people. There's smoke filling the train car. You're in the car beside that car, the coinciding train car, correct?
Yeah, right in front of it. So
right in front of
as I looked down my train car, I could see for maybe a minute into that train car that was filling up with smoke, and I could see kind of commotion in that smoke. But once we stopped at the signal stop right before 36, that's where we heard the gunshots. That's where we started seeing people running out of the subway, out of that door now, and they're spilling onto the small platform that connects the cars.
Oh my goodness.
That like small, when you move through those doors, people were spilling out now as more smoke was coming out, and it was so thick I thought it was an electrical fire at first, and that's what I wanted it to be, because I wanted all this to be a train malfunction. But once we heard those 3 to 4 quick pops at the signal stop, everyone on that car knew what was happening.
Right.
And we could do nothing. Eventually, a gentleman on our car did try to open the subway connector door, the car connector door from our side, and it was also jammed. And so there's about this 30 seconds of complete hopelessness that all we could do was watch these people fought for their lives and struggled and clawed at this door as we pleaded with the conductor, please move this train, do anything. People are suffering, something's happening. Because we still didn't completely know what was going on, to the point of, I thought the gentleman who was banging on the door was the shooter at first, or definitely the assailant in the situation. That was one of the first thoughts to run through my head.
But it wasn't. It was one of the victims. It was one of the people who was trapped inside of that chaotic scene. And it could have been deadly, but amazingly, no one has been killed. What happened once you arrived, once the train pulled up? And again, not everybody knows what it's like to ride on a New York City subway, but I lived there for 5 years, so I'm getting this vivid picture in my mind. The doors open automatically when you pull into the station. And then what happened?
Absolutely. All of us were leaning against those doors. I had never seen people so quick to get off the subway. All the doors open at once, and it was like a flood of people off the train. I'm taller than the average person, so I was able to see over the whole crowd. And I had never seen a sea of people move with such urgency before. I mean, some people, and it was a mix. Some people were complete sprint on the platform to the other end where the stairs were. Others were trying to help and kind of assess the situation of what was going on with that second train car that was smoked out. Some people were trying to help others. People like me towards the front of the platform where there were no stairs or elevator, kind of hid behind pillars and whatever cover we could find as we tried to decide what we were going to do next and how we assessed the situation. And luckily, the reason for that signal stop before 36th Street is so both the R and the N, they could try and time it so they arrive at the same time. And thank God, right when the N train stopped, a R train pulled up. And for about a minute of pure absolute bedlam on that platform, on the whole platform of people in complete hysteria, the conductor of my train, the driver, yells at everyone, "Get on the R train, everyone pile on."
Wow.
And he made that split-second decision for us, and I think that was the right move, because we made it safely to 25th Street. I was able to speak with some people who were on that train car. I saw them run out and run onto my train car of our train. And I asked them once they were calm and I felt like they were ready to talk. I got multiple reviews. Accounts of someone said 7 shots. Someone said no blood. Someone said lots of blood. And that's a testament to how thick that smoke was, because someone also told me they couldn't see their hands in front of their face.
And you actually, you didn't stay on that platform. You didn't see bodies covered in blood on the platform or the bloodiness inside that train. You jumped on the R train?
I didn't see the blood in the train, but I did see the injuries and the blood on people as they hobbled out. I saw gunshot wounds. I saw people coughing, crying from the smoke irritation, which led me to believe maybe it wasn't smoke, maybe it was some sort of gas that is laced almost. I saw every type of hysterical. People were hysterical physically, mentally, emotionally, crying, all kinds of ages, creeds, colors. It was a pure chaotic moment, but still there were people who kind of stayed, tried to help those coming out of that train car, to the point where it's actually, when we got to 25th Street on the R train, our conductor told us to get off the train, get out the subway because there's someone injured on the train. And as we were walking off, the conductor was asking for anyone with medical training, doctors, nurses, come to the first car immediately, because the injured person was in the second car. And as I walked by, I was able to visually confirm that this gentleman had been shot in his stomach. He was laying on the ground on the train. Wow. He was responsive. He was moving his head. He was being talked to by bystanders who had the medical training and ran up the platform while we waited what seemed like 3 or 4 minutes for the first police officer to arrive, and then EMS shortly followed.
One more question, because unfortunately we're out of time, even though you've really been amazing in sharing your personal story. Did you ever get a glimpse of the gunman?
Unfortunately, no. I heard too many varying descriptions as people were fleeing from that subway car of, he has a gas mask, he's in MTA clothes, and I wasn't able to confirm, and that's why actually the first thought I had when I got on that R train is the shooter on this train, because I don't know what he looks like. He could be an MTA agent, he could be a guy, he could be our conductor who may have knowledge of the trains and, corralled us all in for another attack. I don't know, but all I know in that situation is I had to expect the worst.
I'm so glad. All I know is I'm very grateful. I'm grateful that you made it out alive. I'm so grateful those injured are still in the hospital getting treatment and there were no fatalities. Thank you, Kenneth, for being with us this morning and for sharing your very important story. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.